Friends, in this video for ithought Advisor, I am going to talk to you on the topic how financial planning can change your life. Everybody who gets into investments works with the idea that he needs to beat inflation, he needs to make his money grow. We all have some broad purposes in our life as to why we want money to grow and why it's very important to beat inflation. As luck would have it, many of us are very successful. We make far more money than we expect. Once this happens, most people become habitual hobbyists. Investing becomes a kind of a hobby for them. But the goals in their lives, what they are working towards, cannot be treated with the hobbyist mindset. They are very serious, time bound, and have to be done in a certain way. You can't compromise on how you are going to fulfill those goals. Most investors who make more money, those who are more successful, tend to take their goals lightly. I have the money, why should I worry? That is broadly the attitude. But everybody will not be lucky all the time, because being a hobbyist, getting complacent with success, thinking that the goals don't matter too much and that it's beneath your level to focus on them, is not a bright idea. It's not something which we should do. And there is a greater purpose served in focusing on those goals, clearly providing for those goals, and then pursuing the hobbyist approach if you still want to. Personally, I believe that doing a financial plan changed a lot in my mindset. First, it gave a clearer idea of what kind of asset allocation I want in the future. For the simple reason that the asset allocation that I needed as an individual when I started working is very different from the asset allocation I need today as the head of a family, as somebody who is preparing children for their future, and as somebody who is preparing for a life after work sometime in the future. So the whole construct which I need today is far more sophisticated than it was when I began investing, or it was when I tasted more success than I deserved or than I expected. So effectively, one needs to look at the whole situation more seriously, far more seriously than as a hobbyist would do. The day this dawned on me, I started looking at my investments very differently. It was no more what is the size of your portfolio, how much was it last year, how much was it 5 years ago, how much was it at the starting point, what is the XARR of your portfolio over the span in which you have invested. It's not that anymore. It's turning into how much money of mine is in this asset class, how much should there be, how much am I investing in equity afresh, where is my money going into private investments, am I adequately owning all asset classes, is my asset allocation decent towards what I wanted originally, am I comfortable with that, and will I be comfortable with this asset allocation going forward? When will I again change my asset allocation? What will be those circumstances? So all these things are far more sophisticated and refined than merely saying that, oh, there will be no problem educating my children. Oh, I can always pay for a medical emergency. Oh, I don't have to worry too much about money. Anyway, I can sell some investment and fulfill my goals. It's not that anymore. It's far more nuanced. And typically, when you have more money, this nuance and detail becomes a greater need. You actually don't realize that you need much more, and you have to be far more meticulous in planning. So that is where financial planning is far more important for somebody who has more money than it is for somebody who is in an early stage in their career. An interesting observation that I have is that those who are in the early stage of their careers are more willing today to do financial planning than those who have a lot of money. And that in essence shows that somewhere we are taking our hobbyist mindset too far, and we need to accept our own needs, recognize them and work towards addressing them. In that sense, financial planning is very important to highly accomplished people. It's very important for successful people. It's most important for people who have more money than they need. And it is critical for those who are not having a clear vision of where the money should be and aligning it to their future. Thank you very much for watching this video.